as my career progressed and developed, the opportunity came when I could become a radio host. I was offered the opportunity. You know, I'd done a lot of radio, but that's sitting on the side of the mic where you're just answering questions. You're being interviewed, right? But when you're like a host, how do you keep the show moving along? Although I had a wonderful co-host in Karen Williams. I called Billy. Billy, I said, so what about this radio thing? He says, Ramsey, you can only be what you can be, and you have to learn to trust yourself. You have to know that you are a good person and feel that you're a good person, and you're not going to say anything that you shouldn't say. You've had good upbringing. I mean, he gave me the whole thing, and your opinions are your opinions. And if people disagree, then that's fine too. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. So just feel free and be natural. And it worked out. And then eventually came the opportunity to be on television. Well, Billy Taylor was one of the first jazz personalities to be on television. I called Billy. Billy, looks like television is in the works here. And once again, he said it's a great thing. Instead of just seeing you, just hearing you, now people will see you. And can't tell you anything different, Ramsey. It's about knowing who you are, trusting who you are, and being who you are, and just be yourself. That was easy. And you know what? It worked. The radio show, the television show worked especially well. Billy had tons of stories, and we would tour. He had stories about Art Tatum, about Duke Ellington, about Lester Young, about Billie Holiday. He knew them all. Art Tatum sort of took Billy under his wing, and Billy would take Art Tatum various places where he had to go. You know, Art was blind, so they got to know each other very well. I'll always remember Billy Taylor not so much only as one of the great musicians of all time, but Billy Taylor was a wonderful human being. I would say that he was a wonderful human being first, and then he wore all these different hats as an educator, as a radio host, as a television host, as dozens of other things that he did as his contribution to society, encouraging young people. But mainly, I'll remember Billy Taylor as being a fine example of what this human race can be.